Hello, Nadine. She's lovely. She's brought lots of her friends today, so big thank you to you, Nadine. Well done. He is the president of the Surrey Chamber of Commerce. Whoa. Give him a round of applause. This man is working on some software that's going to make us all millions. You go, guy. What I'm going to do now is introduce my partner, Mr. Rick Peake. He's just going to tell us a little bit about who he is and why he's special. Why the company's special.
And that's going to, I hope it's going to be a very special morning. I'm very pleased Mark's not standing next to me because I did a joke about the little and large.
Oh no, look at that.
It definitely is the little and large show.
We're all the same size lying down, you know what I mean?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that really, you are too tall. Thank you for that welcome. That's almost embarrassing being here. How did you do? By the way, did you notice something? Every single person was what? On time. Wow, you should give yourselves a big round of applause for that. That's really cool. No, go on. That's the ninth wonder of the world, that one. You might say, what's the eighth one? But you're about to see what that is as well. But the real heroes of the day are you've already met, and that is the team at avnPicktree. I have enormous pleasure to accept their invitation to be here. And you've already seen, and you'll see some sharing time with anybody, but you know, with you this morning. One thing, can I just ask you this question? Was where you sat random? Was that random this morning? Interesting. Because, you know, people say, well, nothing occurs in life that is actually random. So here's what I want you to do, because you will. I'm sitting next to you. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. Someone said over there, your first name is Nick. Correct. Nick said, do I give him a hug now? No, not quite like that. But anyway, let's take a look at where we're going to head today, because it's really a fascinating journey. By the way, you've all got your notepads and all that kind of stuff, so take notes as we go through, because the reality is that we get out of this stuff just about as much as we put in, and taking notes and all that sort of stuff does help you put a heap of stuff in. So, you can see what we're talking about up there. It's called remarkable businesses. How do we do that? Particularly two of them have really gained in importance, and I'm sure you already sense it, but you're going to get even more sense as your business has the power to change lives, and that's true. But there is a bigger reason for the sense. Let me do it this way. How many of us have ever read the book called The E-Myth, written by a friend of mine, Michael Gerber? Has anybody ever read that book? If you ever have, when did you, your first name? Andy. Andy, also correct. Well, you guys are good at that. Okay, Andy, when was it that you read The E-Myth? In October last year. I was reading another book written by someone else who's become a friend. His name is Nick Morgan. He lives in Toronto. And it didn't take me until page 30. I actually got it in the first sentence. The first sentence of Nick's book. And it really does tell you, or let you know why I'm here and why I do what I do. It said this: the only reason to give a speech is to change the world. And that's why I do what I do. Now, I'm not expecting you to be Daniel Payne, almost anyone who says Al Gore, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Sergey Brin, you know, blah, 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 blah. And as you said, they give you, well actually they give you 18 minutes. I've done 3 TEDx talks now, and what's kind of interesting is that they have these 10 commandments, right? And the pinnacle, really, the pinnacle of speaking is to be asked to speak at TED. So, and they have these 10 commandments. The first commandment says, you have got 18 minutes, that's it, don't you dare go over that. By the way, we've got a bit longer this morning, okay? So, you've got 18 minutes to give the speech of your life. And I have to tell you, nothing focuses the mind like doing that. When you know that they shoot your chance. Do this. Throughout the day, I'll be giving you lots of little snippets on things. Go and visit www.ted.com. There are 400,000 people each day who visit TED.com. And what they do is they sit there and get inspired by these 18-minute videos. Some of them are just 3 minutes, but they are always, in fact, I think that we need less communication. He said, we are in the age of the acceleration of everything. Does that make sense to you? It just captures it, doesn't it? It's like as if our clients and customers and potential customers and clients, it's almost like they have, what's that disease that limits attention span? What's it called? Yeah, ADD. Interesting enough, there are lots of studies on this now which say that people have around about 42 seconds, to really get your message. Now that is astonishing. What it really says is, if they haven't got it in that time, then all the... And I said, look, if you think the answer to creating a wonderful, remarkable business is in having an extraordinary business plan, or a business, having a business plan, then you and I are on different planets, because when you I was really on a roll, because when you show me that business plan, if I don't get what you're talking about in 42 seconds, game over. And then I realized there was a rumbling amongst the professors. Because what do they teach people? How to do business plans. Now, by the way, did I say you shouldn't do business plans? Is that what I said? No. What I said was, if your business plan doesn't grab me in 42 seconds, game over. True or false? Hello? Well, actually true. I mean, one of two things. If it doesn't grab me, either I'm the wrong person to be showing it to, or else it's dull and boring. Right? Or, you know. And then, so I figured, I'll keep going for it. So I said, and by the way, I said, I've never seen an Excel spreadsheet that changed the world. Well, that was the end of it. At that point, I think it's big business. It's not. 70% of this economy, between 60 and 70, depending who counts, is driven by people like you and me. That is to say, SME, small to medium scale enterprise. So, when the typical SME hears the word corporate social responsibility, that's like a big turn-off, because they're not at that end of town. Does that make sense to you? It's like when Mr. Cameron stands up and says, big society, people who get pissed off with the word big feel that they're disconnected with it. Does everybody get it? It's so interesting how words have the power to do things. Anyway, your business has the power to change life. Bill Gates understood that, and in the 2007 speech for their coffee. Absolutely, because 90% of us will go there. Right? And the world was going. So can they jump? Yeah, the answer is yes. That's an interesting thing. Something that costs you nothing to do, which will actually allow you to increase the price. And it's got nothing to do with ingredients, nothing to do with anything else. Does everybody get it? By the way, what's the metaphor? The metaphor is this. What's your toothpick? That's the metaphor. Okay? What is this magic thing? By the way, next question, and I know Rick will be on this one. I absolutely know. Right? Have we now got some IP, some intellectual property, that distinguishes us from other businesses? What do you think? Yes, it's called how do you do that in 6 seconds. So now, can we, the answer to this question is yes, can we run training courses to show other people how to do it? And can we make a fortune from the training courses, yes or no? Yes. Are you getting all this? And that's a £3 thing. Now your things that you do are probably more than £3. But the metaphoric question is, what is your, by the way, does this make sense? What's your toothpick? By the way, if you don't like that one, you can get that one. That's really cute. And if you don't like that one, there's one with the Christian community. So, you know, you can have all these things. Now, interesting enough, what's that word again? The word is? Wow. And it was a damn toothpick. That did you see the blending of the ideas, and that's a great example, and that's part of the journey that we are going to share. This guy looks a bit weird. Some of you would know who he is. He is the world's most read marketing. Friday last week was really interesting because here's the blog. Here's the essence of the blog. He said this on Friday. He said, one of the disrupting forces, and by the way, we are full of disrupting forces, of the new media is that it makes it harder and harder to succeed without wow. Right? So basically, wow. But we're not going to do that because what I figured would be more kind of glitzy example. What's their request? They know where they are right now. They're going, oh my God, don't pick me.
But I'd invite first of all Tim Austell, who's the commercial director at Charterhouse School, to just share with us a few words about his experiences on the leadership program that he's been involved with. Tim, stand up.
Well, now let's make Tim feel welcome.
Don't do it. Whatever you do. All I can really say is that I've learned more.
That's exactly what happens. They take you out of the comfort zone. It's very unnerving. They unsettle you. That's what they do very well, and we benefit from it because it's a lonely place.
Well, how many of us have ever started, in the last 2 years, have started a business? Can I see? Okay, well, how many of us have ever started a business? Let's do it that way. Okay. If you started a business, you did this. Here's the question. Remember, you've got 10 seconds to do it. Come on, we'll get to the question. So, the question is, what's the most important decision you make when you choose to start a business? And you've got 10 seconds